All right, guys, welcome back to another through Comic Monte, and we're here at CBSI. As always, you're checking out our stuff and you're reading what we do. Today's one of those fun episodes where you got 4 writers from CBSI. You can probably see our IG tags right up here, but you got Mike Morello, who does 3 or 4 different things at this point. Cover Fire, Cover Tunes are his 2 big ones that he does, and he, of course, does the interviews. You got Peter over here, who does all the dollar bin diving, and he did the Wizard a little bit, and he helps out with several different shows as well. You got Andy down here in the corner, who does Indie Spotlight series, which is great, and if you haven't caught it. And then, of course, you got myself, who I do Fisherman's Tales and Rumor Has It. Thanks for joining us. Rules as always, we're going to do 3 cards. Andy gets a pick since he's our guest, and then we're going to get rolling in our category here for 3 Comic Monte on CBSI, comicbookinvest.com.
All right,
we got 1, 2, and 3.
Got to go with the middle.
All right.
I'm going to do 3.
So, Mike, that leaves you with 1.
Yep.
Oh, Mike gets to go first.
Yeah. Finally.
Ooh, nice cover, too.
Fire.
Nice. Cool cover. I almost chose that one. Not, though.
I tried to pick something safe.
All right. Yeah. That's a great cover, though.
Man, that means I got an anchor if you're going first.
Yeah, baby.
Dollar bin books in yourself.
There's so many good
I'm starting out with
so many good ones, too.
There are.
Yeah, there are so many. We could do that. We could honestly do this topic maybe every week for the next 2 months and still not
Do it again. All right.
run out of covers. There's a lot. Favorite Fire cover to start. This is a Sadowski cover. It is an unbelievable Zatanna cover. I think it's her best cover. With Zatanna news hitting again, I didn't even pick this because of that. But I mean, I think that this book's going to explode at some point. This is, in my opinion, this is really her first cover appearance. I mean, there's that little Adam thing on the bottom, but then right after that is this one, and it's just, I mean, that is just some gorgeous, gorgeous stuff there. So when I thought Fire right away, that was first choice.
That's her third appearance, right? And
What's that?
That's her third appearance in a part of 3 of a story that like crosses like 4 issues. So
correct. Yes. It does. I think actually it continues on even more than that. I think it goes into Detective for an issue. It comes back to Justice League 87. There's the Flash 198 issue, which is there's a backup. That's her first solo story, that backup and Flash. And then she gets, and then she's sort of all over the place. She's in like World's Finest, and she's in a couple of additional issues of Justice League. So she gets a smattering. Then she gets some background stories in Supergirl for a while. And then she finally gets a couple of her own books in the 80s, or I think it's the 90s is her first series.
That 80s series is disgusting. Those covers, that outfit she has on.
Yeah. Oh, the 80s one. Yeah, that's a bad one. That's a bad one. But the 90s one's not bad, that mini series. And then, of course, there's the next series with all the beautiful Adam Hughes covers in it.
So for myself, I'm going with Secret Avengers 37. This is a variant. It's only worth $2, so it's not an expensive variant by any stretch. But if you look in the back, you got the Phoenix Fire coming out of the background, and then you just have some of the great Secret Avengers. The first Secret Avengers run is just gorgeous. This is the final issue from it. I'm assuming you guys have read some of those issues. I mean, it's Remender doing a lot of them, but you have lots of good little stories. Great artists do a lot of it too. You got Maleev does some covers. Aha, or however you say his name, he does some covers. It's one of my favorite series. Secret Avengers is one of those Avengers series. I read that with the new Avengers the first new Avengers as well.
I just think of that one Agent Venom cover that was worth something a while back, with 23 or 20 somewhere in there, like the early 20s, 21, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good. There's some really good covers in the 10 through 20 era. They're really good.
All right, what you got, Andy?
Fire is interesting to me. I like the way that different people draw it, and I mean, seeing it, it's just unreal. So, Star Wars is a hot. This one here, it's not really a hot book, but I mean, the way the Fire is drawn in this one is just off the chain. It's a Giuseppe Comincoli, or however, I'm sure I'm butchering that name, cover. And this is also the issue where they reveal Palpatine is Vader's dad. So, I mean, it's a nice issue, nothing wrong with it. But the Fire on this one, I mean, it's just, the detail on it is just unreal. The lava and all. I mean, it's It's one of my favorites.
Real men walk away from explosions.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, right.
All right, my first one. Let me get myself pulled up here. All right, so my first one for fire, I went with Damian as Batman. I went with 666. I just remembered it when fire came up as a possible topic. I'm like, this is one of the first things I thought of.
I thought of pulling the Superman book that goes with that, the 666 one or whatever.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. I love that cover.
That's awesome. That's a great cover.
And there isn't too much, like I said, to say about it. It's Damian, I guess, maybe his first story as Batman in the future.
Mm-hmm.
During Morrison's run, and it's just a great cover. So I went with that one for my first fire pick.
Nice.
Round 2.
All right. Round 2, Mike. What you got?
All right, I kept in the same sort of vein years wise. Went with a Neil Adams cover, another favorite of mine. World's Finest. I mean, there's really nothing about this book other than the amazing cover. The Tempter. Hawkman cover is the only reason why I'd ever have a Hawkman and Superman book of any kind, but just a beautiful cover. Neil Adams. This was from 72.
Nice. Very
Not bad.
All right.
I don't think I've ever seen that one either. That's
that one's new to me.
To look for.
Whenever it pops up, it's always beat to hell too, for whatever reason. I don't know what it is about those World's Finest, but that one's always in
and
tough
Adams
shape.
did like 3 or 4 of those, like right in that little era. There's some gorgeous ones. I have a couple of the other ones that are just gorgeous.
Yeah, they're all great. That's my favorite of them. And it's again, as soon as I thought fire, those are the first 2 that popped into my mind. That and the Zatanna were like instant. I have to do them.
I was so excited with fire because of this cover here. Just so nice.
Oh, cool.
I mean, he's freaking like riding a gyroscope unicycle or something on fire. The cover is
awesome.
This is Black Hawk 135, 1959. It's a Dick Dillon cover. I don't know, couldn't place it, but it's just a great looking cover. I mean, Black Hawk's one of those series, like, I have no interest in them, but then I see some really great covers, especially the early stuff. Like, if you get like 150 and below, there's some just great covers. Of course, you get Lady Black Hawk's a key that you want to get in that run. But I love this cover. It has that Fahrenheit 451 sort of feel.
Yeah.
Riding there, the Wheel of Fire and everything. So,
yep. That's awesome, right there.
That's really cool. I've never seen that before.
I found it super cheap somewhere just by accident. You know, it's one of those, sometimes you're just throwing in boxes like, oh, well, that's a really cool cover. I'll buy that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like General Grievous's vehicle from Attack of the Clones. Thing.
The wheel bike.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All right, all right. I'll go ahead and bust this one on, Mike. I hope I didn't step on your thunder on this one. But
no.
This is the Prison Buffy Hellmouth 1 in 25. And
nice.
Man, it's just the way different people draw fire, and it's always something different. So some of them stand out, and some of them don't. And this is just kind of one of those ones that stand out. It's a nice cover. I mean, it's not worth crap, but it's nice. It's fun to look at.
You did not steal my thunder, although I did almost pull it. I had it out and I put it back. And there's a reason why I put it back, and you'll find out next week.
Oh,
nice. All right, I'm up to me. Click myself. All right, so since Andy mentioned the way different people draw fire, this one is more of a hint of fire, I guess you would say, in the way that it's laid out. But I always thought it was a full-on fire cover, and that's a Silver Surfer 3.
Oh,
like, you look, there's not a lot of fire going on. I mean, you got feels like around there, but it feels and always felt like it was all fire. So I still went.
Yeah, the way the color blends in on it. Yeah, I mean, it definitely. It's.
Yeah. Plus, it's Mephisto. You know where he is. Like, and this is my little 3.0 is good enough for me. So I'm a low grade collector when it comes to that stuff.
That's one that number 4 are the last 2 I need in that Silver Surfer run. So Mike's like, fuck you, I have that too.
No, I didn't choose it though. I didn't choose it. I forgot to put it behind me. I meant to put it there, and I totally forgot.
Off face then with my.
And now it's gonna sit there.
Oh, that's right. I gotta let it sit here. That's what I got this for. All right, Mark. Right. We got to round 3.
What's the big wind down? Big
one. All right.
I was wondering.
You're like, wait a minute, if you didn't choose Mephisto, what did you choose? So obviously when I was in that box, I pulled this out instead. So first Ghost Rider, Marvel Spotlight 5. I don't really think I need to talk very much about this book, but love this book. Think there's tons of room in this book. I think this is one of those Bronze Age keys that's got lots of potential. If they ever do a movie or a show right. I love this cover. It's super similar to Ghost Rider #1. They're almost confusable. They're so similar. I happen to like this one a little better, maybe because it's a more important book. I'm not really sure what it is in my brain that makes me like it more, but I know, I just love it. Simple as that.
And I'm always amazed that the second's worth like $10. Like Marvel Spotlight 6 is worth nothing. And then 5 is, becoming a big, huge key, but you're just going, how does a second appearance not even warrant like a little bit of a trickle over?
I know.
I mean,
eventually. Be patient.
The number one gets some decent money, and that's what is 8th appearance or something like that.
Because it goes through like 10 or 11 before it switches over.
Yeah.
Of course, maybe it's the baby blue. It's like a weird square, but it's not the cool black behind them. It's like a baby blue color or something.
That's true. That's true.
So the one I'm going with this week is one Mike helped me get. I just got it the other day, finally. This is a Submariner 25 from the Golden Age. If you see let's see if you can see the writing there. I got to always figure it out. You see the red dress distress.
There's the red dress distress.
Red dress distress.
That on fire, and the bad guy's name is Firebrand. So you get it all right there. You get the bondage, you get the fire, you get the red dress distress. You get it all there with a Submariner cover. Just gorgeous. Mike is sat in this store Mike and I go to for a while, and we both were sitting there going, okay, are you going to buy it? Am I going to buy it? Who's going to buy it? And we finally, I finally bit the bullet. I sold enough Miles books to be able to afford that. So, but yeah, I'm sort of stoked to have a Golden Age timely Submariner cover. So,
yeah.
When all that stuff came in, I got my hands on a cap, number 54 or something. So I took that timely, and I'm like, I can't do them both. I can only pick one. So I picked the cap. But I honestly, overall, the Submariner cover is better. It's got everything.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Andy, I don't know about you, but I don't have a shop that's getting books like these in that these guys get to go and check out. Like, it's the same old books that I eventually convinced myself to buy.
I was here. I wish I had a spot like that around. Definitely don't.
We are lucky. It's true. We're very lucky.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so I went with a Tomb of Dracula on this next one. Tomb of Dracula 21. And it's a John Romita cover. It's nothing big happens in the book. I think there's a Blade appearance in the book, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm just a huge Tomb of Dracula fan, and this is one that stands out when you talk about fire. It's awesome. I don't know what else to say. I like Tomb of Dracula and I like fire, so this one fits the bill.
All right. Well, I couldn't go with the Marvel Spotlight 5 because mine's off at CGC right now, so that was out of my hands. So
nice.
There, you've been looking. You should have been tipped off by my last pick because I'm wearing it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're missing the Marvel corner.
Yeah, my corner copy is cut out for whatever reason, but I paid like nothing for this book, so. This is my issue 40 until I get a better one. But again, the fire in the background. Plus, like I said, I got the T-shirt. I had to put this in my 3.
That's a hard one to get a good grade too.
Especially when they cut out the corner boxes. Apart from that, there's a lot of chipping too across the top. Like this copy is worn, but again, I paid next to nothing for that thing, so it's good enough for my Spidey run.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great.
I know you're getting close to yours, Chris. To what did you say? 13? I think I saw you say.
Yeah,
13 away.
I'm 13 away. So to have this full set. So I will probably never get those 13, but I'm getting a little bit closer. One a year maybe as well.
A lot closer than I am.
Peter, I am one book away from X-Men run 1 to 300. 1 to 300. I need number 3.
Number 3. I'm trying to think if I've seen that somewhere. No. I do see a lot of low numbers here and there. Not that I could afford, but I see them.
Yeah.
Just can't get one.
You will eventually, and then you'll be done.
So
no, I almost don't want it to be over. I'll just
It is
start
so
upgrade.
nice.
Start
Then the question
upgrading.
is, you start selling them. Like as soon as you get them, okay, I completed Spectacular, and then I got rid of all but the keys. It's sort of like, but
I don't think
X-Men's
I
a
could
little
do that
different.
with those. I
I
don't
don't
think
know
I
if
could do
I
that.
probably
with
couldn't
those.
do that with Amazing. either.
I'm too obsessive compulsive. I still have my Flash Volume 2 run. Like, who cares about those 80s? Like, I got the whole run.
I mean, maybe I could do like 143 onward or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, through those first 100 through Days of Future Past, I don't think I could sell anything out of there. That'd be hard to do.
Nope, you just got to ride with them.
Yep.
Right to the end.
All right, guys. Thank you once again for joining us for a show. Andy, thank you for being here for the show. We do want to thank Comic Barricade. As always, they if you haven't seen them, we showed them off every once in a while. We'll show them off in a show. They're just hard pieces of plastic that help make sure your comics don't fall over in your box. They're just a great little thing. And the cool thing is, it's helped. It's designed by one of our own, so it makes it more exciting for us to sell them. Here we got guys showing them off right here. We all have them. We all use them. They're great for making sure that your books don't fall in your boxes.
Let's follow their
guys,
IG because there's a lot of fun posts showing off what they can do.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And then
I just want to say thank you guys for having me on here too.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Sure. And I would definitely want to have you back in as many times as possible. Just great to talk books with you, especially just because I would love to pick your brain and all the indie stuff and your connections and just the things that are coming down the pipe would be awesome to hear about.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Anytime. Anytime.
All right, guys. Catch you later.
All right.
See ya.